Today we're going to look at a problem that is actually a composite function within a composite function. For simpler chain rule problems containing only one composite function, please refer to my previous video. So here we can identify that we need to use the chain rule because we have a function within the function cosine. So we can first define u as the inside function, which is root x cubed plus 2, and the outside function as f of u equals cosine u. So as we recall from the previous video, to use the chain rule, we just need to derive u and derive f of u and multiply these two values together to obtain the derivative of the problem statement. So we can easily define f prime of u as negative sine of u. But deriving u isn't so simple. We'll notice that this is actually a composite function itself. So we actually have to apply the chain rule separately to take the derivative of the root of x cubed plus 2. You'll notice that the inside of this function is u equals x cubed plus 2, and the outside of the function is u under a square root, but in other words we can write that as u to the power of 1/2 to make it easier for us to apply the power rule and derive it later. So deriving these two functions, du equals 3x squared, f prime of u equals 1/2 u to the power of negative 1/2. And if you need a refresher on how I found the derivatives of these values, please take a look at the power rule video previously in the playlist. But continuing on with this chain rule application, we now multiply these two values together and obtain 3x squared times 1/2, but we must plug in u here, x cubed plus 2, all to the power of negative 1/2. And just to make this easier to see, we can rewrite this solution as 3x squared over 2 times x cubed plus 2 all to the power of 1/2. So we're now going to plug this in over here and then continue our initial chain rule to obtain this value. So let's multiply the two bottom terms together. 3x squared over 2 times x cubed plus 2 to the power of 1/2 times negative sine of this u. We can combine these two together if we want to get negative 3x squared sine of root x cubed plus 2 all over 2 times x cubed plus 2 to the power of 1/2. Now that was a long-winded problem, and you can see how there's a lot of opportunities for error in problems like these where there's a composite inside another composite. So just make sure you can organize your work, maybe split your page in half, do one derivative on the right, one on the left, and make sure you keep everything together so that you come up with the right answer at the end of it. I hope that was helpful, everybody. If you guys understand this problem, I have no doubt you have one less problem to worry about on your exam. If you like this video, please like and subscribe so I can continue helping you crush your calc exams. Good luck, everybody, and see you next time.